chiptune and sprite art were born from limitations. How do you think limitations have benefited games in the long run? It's like any art form. When you're forced to think in creative ways to do something that you can't have the freedom to do, it just forces you to come up with cool ideas and cool workarounds. And yeah, I think that not having limitations is bad, especially in film. More so than games, because if you can just CG anything you want, maybe you shouldn't be CGing anything you want. Maybe you should be writing a better story or a better plot device or a better character arc to take the place of, as Frank would say, like card chase and explosion every 5 minutes. I guess the same thing can be said for a video game.
Yeah, I mean, Atari, like Pitfall, something like Pitfall would never have been dreamed to have been able to be done on an Atari.
They figured it out.
But they figured it out. Someone studied it long enough and figured out how to work around these limitations and did it. In music, people always, people who acquire a ton of bass guitars or synthesizers or whatever, it behooves you to sit down sometimes with one piece of gear or one thing and just work with it and figure out how you can get it to do something close to what you want. And the same goes for video games and the limitations of the system.
Yeah, I mean, think about games that were single screen, and then someone had to think of, well, what if we get that screen to scroll when we walk over? It's like, what? How do we do that? Let's figure it out. Let's do it. So it always takes that person to think about what's the next sort of frontier we could go towards. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have those, or if you have it too easy, maybe you get lazy, or maybe you just, you think, we'll just do what we did the last 50,000 times, We'll do like...
Mario Brothers, we can scroll to the right. Can we scroll to the left? No. Maybe for the next one? No, that's impossible.
No.
We're going to do it.